Welcome to the Spring Equinox celebration. My name is Fred Mayer. I'm your MC and the producer. This is also a fully subsidized concert by Musical Elegance. So any donations that you make today go directly to food bags at Pine Island Elementary School that they take home on the weekends. So be generous to our children. So thanks for coming out. The main thing is showing up, and since you are here and you showed up, you get a special gift, and our winged angels have a special gift that they're going to be giving to you right now. We want to give them a beautiful send-off. Our winged angels are led by Joanne Cole with her sisters, Linda Mayer, Susan Mann, and their sister by another mother. Yeah, you get donations now too. So, what's important about the spring equinox is this is a time of balance. This is a time when the same amount of daylight as darkness, and that every single blade of grass, every single grain of sand, every person, everything on the planet at this moment shares with you sitting right here the same amount of daylight and darkness throughout these days during the equinox. And we're going to leverage that oneness in order to bring about a better world today and greater sense of peace and ease in all that we do. And your being here today, your energy today is what's going to make that happen. So we have an event planned that's just especially designed to do that. And we welcome your participation. So as we're walking and giving you a crystal or taking a donation, I want to acknowledge my teacher who taught me, Fabien Mamot, who is the father of sound therapy, and he taught me about these events that we're bringing to you today. And what Fabien was able to do was combine sound and color and movement, five-element Chinese medicine, meridians, acupuncture, wood and metal, earth, fire, and water, singing of voices, special instruments, astrology, and more into what now is called a seasonal harmonizing concert. And you are here at this seasonal harmonizing concert. So I'd like to introduce the musicians and the band. And I would like to invite you to drop any expectations that you had of what musically you might expect to hear at the Fish House. Because you can already see that we have a few different things here on stage. To my far left standing is Mr. Wayne Francis, famous artist in this area, leader of the Jug Creek Blues. Wayne is playing native flutes. And the featured instrument for spring, which is the season of wood and the colors of green, is the flute. He has special flutes that are made in the tunings that we'll be playing today. The two tunings are drawn from the India tradition, and they are traditional for this time of the year. His 8 native flutes were made by Frederick Dennis in Van Buren, Arkansas. In the center, from Strange Arrangement, one of the brothers Van Kirk, Warren Van Kirk, is playing an instrument that I designed, along with my co-creator on this, Jerry Neal. Jerry, you're in the audience today. He was going to try and make it, but he may not be here. This instrument was made in Bokeelia, and it's called a monocotra. It combines the string cultures of 3 different countries. Warren is playing on the monochord side right now, which is a drone. When he turns the instrument over, he has 2 tunings. The one we're tuning right now is Bhupala. And the other tuning we'll be playing in just a few moments is called Durga. It's a totally different tuning. And then there's a number of tambura strings as well from the India tradition, which have a nice buzz to them. So if you like this instrument and you're interested in this instrument, come talk to me. And if you want to get your hands on one of these, let me know. I have 5 of them that are in construction right now. This is the first one completed from this series. So the instrument I'm playing is a viola d'amore. It's in the violin family. They stopped making them back in the 1700s, and this is a replica from, thank you, from 2013. And it has not only bowed strings, but sympathetic strings, which are tuned to the tunings that we're playing today, which vibrate on their own as they are sounded by the bowed strings. So it's like a built-in acoustic reverb. And the name of this instrument is Sara Devi, and she was created especially to do equinoxes and solstice ceremonies like we're doing today. And we have also with us the other brother Van Kirk, Gregory, on bass, holding it down, keeping rhythm, keeping our bass notes in. And this is our Spring Equinox band. We thank you for being here today. So as we're getting started, as I said, we're going to leverage this moment in time where we have a balance all over the earth of light and dark. We also have just passed the new moon, so we're setting our intention for that. And so to start off, I'm going to teach you the first mode, because you're going to have the ability and the opportunity to do singing if you wish. So instead of singing do, re, mi like we do in New York and all over the Western world, the syllables that they use for this tuning are sa, re, ga, ma. And so here's how it goes. I'm going to sing a syllable, and you're going to sing it back to me. So let's get on the monochord side. Okay. So the first syllable is sa, and it goes like this. Sa. Awesome, we're going to go on the road. Sa, re, sa, re, sa, re, ga. Sing. Sa, re, ga. Sa. Sa, re, ga, pa, da. Sa, re, ga, pa, da. And finally, sa, re, ga, pa, da, sa. So during this first mode, if you want to sing any of those tones along with our playing, you're welcome. So, as we get started, we want to make sacred this space because we're going to do some pretty powerful, energetic work. All of you are. And so I want to invite my sister-in-law, Joanne, to call the four directions. So, Joanne Goal.
Good afternoon. My name is Joanne, and I am here with the other Earth Angels, Linda, Susie, and Lorraine. We welcome you to this Equinox celebration. As we begin, we want to establish our sacred space to surround all of us with the divine love, divine light, divine protection of our Creator. To assist us in doing so, we call upon the spirits of the 7 directions. Archangel Uriel, Spirit of the North, we ask you to be our pillar of divine light, divine love, divine protection. Archangel Raphael, Spirit of the East, we ask you to be our pillar of divine light, divine love, divine protection. Archangel Michael, Spirit of the South, we ask you to be our pillar of divine light, divine love, divine protection. Archangel Gabriel, Spirit of the West, we ask you to be our pillar of divine light, divine love, divine protection. We call upon Mother Earth from below, Father Sky from above. Be our pillars of divine light, divine love, divine protection. And last but not least, we call upon the divine spark of the light within each of our hearts. Whew. So this completes our sacred space of divine love, divine light, and divine union. We send our love and gratitude to the angelic beings and to our Mother, Father, God. So be it. Aho.
So the crystal that you were given, if you have that right now, put that in the palm of your dominant hand, and with your middle finger, push that to the center of your palm. That's called pericardium 8. It's a meridian point of great power that protects your heart and has the fire of healing. I'd like for you to hold that crystal, or just put your middle finger into the center of your palm, and feel that connection from that point to your heart. As you breathe into your heart at this point, feel the heat and expansion that comes in that area. And feel your heart expanding with the expansion of the people's hearts who are in this area with us right now in this sacred space. And that expansion begins to form a vortex of light and power right here in this spot where we are. And that light and that energy expands and forms a dome over all of Matlacha. And that expansion expands out into the waters, out into the Pine Island Sound, and east towards Cape Coral. And expansion goes up into the sky and covers the entire state of Florida and out into the Gulf. Goes out into the Atlantic and it spreads north to all the United States and south to the Caribbean and South America. It spreads across to Europe, across the Atlantic, and across Central America and across the Pacific to the Asian nations and Micronesia. And it spreads across to Asia and Africa, and it forms a net of light over this entire world. And you are connected with this net of light throughout all the world. And feel the balance that you share with everyone all over the planet at this time. The balance of sharing the same amount of daylight and darkness. And in this balance, feel the peace that you can bring. And whatever it is that you would like to bring heaven onto earth, whether it's better relationships with people, to stop wars, to bring health and healing to those in need, to heal the waters, to heal the land, to heal the animals. Whatever you wish to bring, hold that in your heart and know that that thought is expanding throughout the net of light which we are creating right now around the entire planet. And hold that thought, and we will give you tones to support that as we now begin. Thank you. So as you just take this feeling of balance with you and well-being and the tones from this harmonizing concert, we hope that you know that you have helped make the world a better place by sending your energy around the globe to each and every person. We invite you to stick around for the rest of the afternoon. In the back, Jug Creek Blues will be setting up as soon as we can break this down and change clothes. Thank you all for coming out. Thank you. I want to thank all the Winged Angels. I want to thank the band. We're taking this up to Sarasota tonight to play as well at an event. So thank you for being our welcoming audience today. Have a great day and thank you.